If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about rare finds, you're in for a treat today. We're going to explore the incredible value of the 1994 mint mark Washington $quarter coin. Now, when you hear about coins worth millions of dollars, you might think that they are old, worn out, or even nearly impossible to find, but today's coin is a bit different. The 1994 mint mark Washington quarter is making waves in the market for all the right reasons. So let's dive into the details of why this particular coin is worth so much today. To start, let's go over what the 1994 mint mark Washington quarter is. This coin is part of the regular series of quarters minted by the United States, featuring George Washington on the front and an eagle on the back. The P mint mark indicates that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is known for producing a significant number of coins. In 1994, over 800 million quarters were minted, but most of them were released into circulation with no distinguishing features that would make them stand out. So you might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? It turns out that some of these 1994 quarters were struck with a rare minting error that significantly increases their value. There was an issue during the minting process, where the quarters were incorrectly struck, leaving behind a unique feature or flaw. These errors, which include double die varieties, off-center strikes, or other unusual imprints, are what collectors are looking for today. Now, why does this matter? Well, coins with minting errors are highly sought after by numismatists or coin collectors because they are rare and have historical significance. They are often considered a mistake, but these mistakes make the coin unique and one of a kind. Because of this, a regular 1994 quarter is worth only a little bit more than face value. But if you happen to come across one of these error coins, you could be holding a small treasure worth far more. But wait, it gets even more exciting. Some of these error coins have sold for as much as $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A rare 1994 Washington quarter, with the right combination of errors, was sold at auction for over $1 million. This sale took the coin world by storm, and it changed the way many collectors viewed the value of more modern coins. So, what makes this sale even more remarkable is that it's not your typical ancient or rare coin. The coin that sold for this staggering price was from a more recent minting, just a few decades ago. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities for collectors looking for hidden gems from more recent years, and shows that sometimes it's the seemingly ordinary coins that hold the most value. Now, if you're at home wondering whether you have a 1994 mint mark Washington quarter sitting in your coin jar, here's how you can start looking for potential error coins. First, look at the coin surface carefully. Examine the date and mint mark. It should be clear that it was minted in Philadelphia with a P mint mark. From here, you'll need to check for common minting errors, like a double die, which means the design appears to have been struck multiple times, making the details blurry or overlapping. Also, keep an eye out for off-center strikes or any other visible anomalies that make the coin unique. Don't be discouraged if you don't find one right away. The most valuable ones are extremely rare. But don't forget, these coins can still be valuable even without mint errors. If you find one in excellent condition, or if it shows signs of being a limited run version, it could still fetch a good price in the market. So, where do you go to sell a rare 1994 Washington quarter if you happen to find one? The best place to start is by consulting with a professional coin dealer or a numismatic expert. These specialists can authenticate the coin and help you understand its true value based on its rarity and condition. There are also online auction platforms where rare coins can be sold to the highest bidder. But remember, the market for rare coins can fluctuate, so it's important to get an accurate appraisal before making any decisions. And even if your coin isn't worth $1 million, the right buyer might still be willing to pay a premium for it. So there you have it. The 1994p Washington quarter is not just a piece of history. It's also a reminder of how unique mint errors can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, keep an eye out for those rare finds. They might just be sitting in your pocket right now. If you enjoyed this video and want more updates on rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Who knows what other treasures we'll uncover next? I've got a really exciting topic for all of you who love diving deep into the world of coins, particularly the beautiful and unique 2020 Mint Mark Salt River Bay $quarter coin. If you're into collecting coins or you're just getting started, this video is for you. We're going to talk about this specific quarter, what makes it special, and why it could be worth a lot more than just face value. Stick around, because you'll want to hear all about it. First, let's set the stage. The Salt River Bay $quarter is part of the America, the Beautiful Quarters program, a series issued by the U.S. Mint that honors national parks and historic sites in the United States. The 2020 Salt River Bay coin specifically honors the Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve in the U.S. Virgin Islands. This park is not only beautiful, but it also holds historical significance, with traces of pre-Columbian cultures and colonial history. So, naturally, this quarter has a unique design to match that heritage. The coin was released in 2020 as the 51st release in this series, and it's the only one to represent the Virgin Islands. The reverse of the quarter features a design that highlights the beautiful scenery of the bay, with a focus on the natural landscape, sea turtles, and the area's preservation. It's a stunning piece of art that captures the essence of the Virgin Islands, which makes it so special. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 2020 Mint Mark Salt River Bay quarter so valuable? Well, the value of a coin isn't just based on its design or historical importance. It can also depend on factors like rarity, minting errors, and demand from collectors. In this case, the Salt River Bay quarter has become highly sought after for a very specific reason: rarity and errors that occurred during the minting process. In particular, one coin in the series stands out, and it's the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter that was produced with a mintage error. These errors are what often make coins much more valuable than their face value. One of the most valuable 2020 Salt River Bay quarters is a coin with a rare die crack error. This error creates a noticeable line or crack on the surface of the coin. It's a rare occurrence, and when collectors find these coins, they often keep them in pristine condition, making them much more valuable. This die crack has caught the attention of coin enthusiasts all over the world, contributing to a surge in demand for these specific coins. But there's more. Not only is the die crack error highly sought after, but the overall scarcity of certain batches of these quarters from the Denver Mint makes the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter even rarer. As more people learn about these coins, their value continues to rise. Now, let's talk about the really exciting part: the current market value of these coins. While a regular 2020 Salt River Bay quarter might only be worth face value, just 25 cents, certain versions with minting errors are commanding far higher prices. In fact, some rare specimens of these quarters have been selling for up to $1.3 million at auctions and private sales. Yes, you heard that right. $1.3 million for a single quarter. The reason for this staggering value is a combination of factors: the rarity of the error, the growing interest in error coins, and the increasing demand from collectors. If you happen to find one of these rare quarters, you could be holding on to a small fortune. So how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2020 Salt River Bay quarter in your hands? First, check for the die crack error. It will typically be visible on the coin surface, usually along the rim or in a line running across the design. Be sure to look closely at the areas where the crack might appear. A magnifying glass or a loupe is a great tool for this. Next, make sure the coin is in good condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin will be. Coins that are graded as mint state, MS, or with a high grade can fetch significantly more money. The value skyrockets if the coin has a proof-like finish or is in uncirculated condition. So, make sure to handle your coins with care and store them properly to avoid any wear or damage. If you believe you've found a valuable 2020 Salt River Bay quarter, you might be wondering where you can sell it. There are several options. You can take it to a local coin dealer who specializes in rare coins, or auction it through a reputable online platform, like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Just be sure to get the coin professionally graded by an expert before selling it to ensure you get the best price. On the flip side, if you're looking to buy one of these rare coins, make sure to do your research. There are many reputable dealers who specialize in rare and error coins, and it's important to buy from someone who can authenticate the coin's value. So, there you have it. The 2020 Mint Mark Salt River Bay $quarter coin is not just a beautiful piece of American history, but it could also be your ticket to owning a rare and valuable collector's item. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the world of rare coins offers plenty of excitement and potential rewards. If you have a 2020 Salt River Bay quarter in your collection, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just have a coin worth far more than its face value. And remember, rare coins like these could be worth millions. Keep hunting, stay curious, and who knows? Your next find could make you a coin millionaire. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you've come across any rare coins recently, or if you spotted something unusual in your collection. If you're a coin collector or just curious about rare coins, today's topic is definitely one you don't want to miss. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1994 Washington $quarter, particularly the no-mint mark variety, and exploring why the seemingly simple coin is worth an astonishing $1.2 million today. Yes, you heard that right, $1.2 million. So grab a seat, relax, and let's get into the details. The Washington quarter has been a part of American coinage since 1932, and over the years, it's seen a few design changes, but one thing has remained constant: the image of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. For most of us, these coins are a regular part of daily life, and their value is typically 25 cents, right? Not all Washington quarters are created equal. Some, particularly those from specific years and minting conditions, are worth far more than face value. That brings us to the subject of today's video, the 1994 Washington quarter with no mint mark. Before we go into the specific details of the 1994 coin, let's quickly review what a mint mark is. The U.S. Mint produces coins in several different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point. Most coins will have a mint mark indicating where they were made. For example, a D on a coin means it was minted in Denver, and an S means it was minted in San Francisco. Now, most Washington quarters from 1994 carry the D mint mark, as they were struck in Denver. Others, especially proof versions, have the S mint mark, indicating they were minted in San Francisco. But what about those rare, elusive quarters that have no mint mark at all? That's what we're here to talk about today. In 1994, some Washington quarters were released without a mint mark. This was completely unintentional. In fact, the no mint mark variety of the 1994 Washington quarter is a result of a unique error in the minting process. At the time, quarters were being struck in large quantities, and the minting machines, which are normally very precise, made a mistake. So, in short, these quarters were produced without the mint mark that would normally indicate their place of origin. Initially, these coins might have seemed like just any other quarter, but as collectors began to notice, it became clear that this was a rare and unusual error. Now, you might be wondering, why is a 1994 Washington quarter without a mint mark worth so much? Well, there are several reasons for this. The primary reason for the quarter's high value is its rarity. Only a handful of these no mint-mark coins were produced. In fact, it's estimated that fewer than 100 of these quarters exist. And with such a low supply, the value skyrockets. Coin collectors place a premium on rare errors like this. Errors can happen for a variety of reasons, and the more unique or scarce the error, the more desirable the coin becomes. The 1994 no mint mark Washington quarter is one of the most sought-after error coins of the 1990s. While the 1994 quarter is relatively recent compared to some of the older error coins, its mistake, being struck without a mint mark, has earned it a place in numismatic history. It's a reminder of how even small oversights in the minting process can result in highly valuable artifacts. The condition of the coin also plays a major role in its value. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they were preserved well from the time they were struck, are worth much more than coins that have been worn down or damaged. A pristine, uncirculated 1994 no mint mark quarter is worth significantly more than one that has been circulated. Some of these 1994 no mint mark Washington quarters have sold for as much as $1.2 million at auctions. Yes, $1.2 million. This may sound unbelievable, but when you consider the rarity and the intense demand from collectors, it starts to make sense. The price can fluctuate based on the specific coin's condition, provenance, and market trends, but the fact remains, if you have one of these coins in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you're wondering how you can check your own quarters to see if you might have one of these valuable coins, here's what to look for. First, look for the year 1994 on the coin. If the coin has the usual Washington design with no mint mark, then it could be one of the rare ones. But don't jump to conclusions just yet. Keep reading for the next step. The key detail you'll need to check is the lack of a mint mark. Normally, there would be a D or S on the reverse side of the coin, near the eagle. If there is no mint mark at all, you may have found a rare one. Next, assess the condition. Coins in excellent, uncirculated condition are more valuable than those with heavy wear. Look for any signs of scratches or damage, as these can significantly lower the coin's worth. Since the value of these quarters is so high, it's important to have your coin authenticated by a professional coin grading service. They can determine if your coin is genuine and assign it a grade based on its condition. This will help establish its true value. The 1994 no mint mark Washington quarter is a fascinating example of how small errors in the minting process can result in rare, highly valuable coins. While most of us are familiar with the standard Washington quarter, this error coin has become one of the most sought-after pieces in the numismatic world. If you happen to come across one, it's worth taking the time to verify its authenticity and condition. You could be holding $1 million coin in your hands. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin. If you have any questions or thoughts on the topic, be sure to drop a comment below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more coin-related content. We're diving into an incredibly fascinating topic that's bound to get your heart racing if you're a coin collector or simply someone who appreciates the hidden treasures of our currency. We're talking about the 2006 mint mark North Dakota $quarter, and if you're sitting down, you might want to hold onto your seat because its current market value could be as high as $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single coin could be worth that much. But how? Why? And how can you find one? Let's get into it. First, let's set the stage and talk about what makes this coin so special. The North Dakota State Quarter was released in 2006 as part of the 50 State Quarters program, which was launched by the United States Mint in 1999. This program aimed to celebrate the unique history, culture, and contributions of each state by designing a commemorative quarter for every state in the Union. North Dakota's coin featured a striking design that included an image of the state's most iconic landmarks, the bison, a symbol of strength and pride in the state, and the outlines of the state itself. It also included the words, "Gateway to the West," emphasizing North Dakota's role in American history. It's a beautiful coin, but what makes it even more remarkable is its rarity and the story behind its value. Now, let's talk about what sets the 2006 mint mark North Dakota quarter apart from others. You see, most coins are minted in large quantities, but a few rare exceptions slip through the cracks. For the 2006 North Dakota quarters, a mistake was made during the minting process. Some of these coins were produced with a minting error that made them incredibly rare. This error made them stand out and, in turn, pushed their value into the stratosphere. You're probably wondering, what exactly was this error? Well, the error lies in the coin's design. Some of these quarters have what's known as a double die error. This means that during the coin's production, the engraving that was supposed to stamp the design onto the quarter was struck twice in slightly different positions, causing the image and text to appear blurry or doubled. This can happen when the coin is struck too hard or when the die is misaligned during the minting process. These small defects, while a mistake, have turned out to be a collector's dream. Now, this is the part you've been waiting for. Just how much is this coin worth? When these quarters were first released, they were valued at face value, 25 cents. However, because of the minting error, the value of certain 2006 North Dakota quarters skyrocketed. Coins with this double die error have been known to fetch up to $1.1 million at auction. Let's break that down a bit. A coin originally worth just a quarter can now be worth millions because of a small mistake in its production. This isn't just a rare occurrence. It's a huge reminder that in the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition are king. And while not every 2006 quarter will fetch such a high price, coins with the right error and in excellent condition can be worth a small fortune. How to identify the 2006 North Dakota quarter with the valuable error? Okay, so now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable coins? The good news is that identifying a 2006 North Dakota quarter with a double die error isn't too difficult once you know what to look for. Start by looking closely at the date and the words on the coin. For a coin to have the double die error, you should notice that the numbers in the date or the lettering around the coin appear to be slightly doubled. The most common areas where you'll see this doubling are the 2006 date and the phrase "Gateway to the West" on the reverse side. The doubling will usually look like a faint shadow of the letters or numbers next to them. Once you've identified the error, check the coin's condition. Coins that are in mint condition, with little to no wear, are going to be more valuable. The higher the quality of the coin, the more money it can fetch. So if you do happen to find one of these rare quarters, make sure you keep it in excellent shape. If you've got one of these rare quarters, you're probably asking yourself, should I sell it or hold on to it for a bit longer? While selling could net you a huge payout right now, some collectors choose to hold onto their rare coins in hopes that the value will continue to rise over time. The market for rare coins can fluctuate, so it might be wise to get your coin appraised by a professional before making a decision. If you do decide to sell, there are several options. You can sell through an auction house, which is often where you'll see the most significant bids for rare coins like this one. Alternatively, you can work with a coin dealer who specializes in rare coins, although it's important to make sure you're getting a fair price. You may even want to seek out a certified numismatist, someone who is an expert in coin valuation, to ensure that your rare quarter is properly authenticated and appraised. Other rare coins to keep an eye on if you're a coin collector. The 2006 North Dakota quarter may have caught your attention, but it's not the only rare coin out there. There are plenty of other quarters, dimes, and even pennies that can hold significant value due to minting errors or unique historical factors. Always keep an eye out for the possibility of finding other treasures in your spare change or at coinshops.to. Wrap things up. The 2006 North Dakota quarter with a double die error is a prime example of how a small mistake in the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. While it may not be easy to find one of these rare coins, the value of those that do surface is incredible. With some careful searching, you could be holding on to a coin worth over $1 million. It's a great reminder that in the world of numismatics, you never know what hidden gems might be waiting for you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins or any other collectible topics, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know your story. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1981 Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin. Now, this might sound like just another coin in your collection, but hold on, this one could be worth a lot more than you think, with some coins potentially reaching a shocking market value of $2 million. The Washington $quarter has been a staple in U.S. coinage since 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. But when we talk about the 1981 Mint Mark, we're talking about something a little more special. The Mint Mark means this quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. You might be wondering, why is a coin from 1981 suddenly worth so much? Well, that's where the story gets interesting. This coin in particular isn't just about its face value. Sure, in 1981, a quarter was worth 25 cents, no surprise there. But some 1981 Mint Mark quarters are so rare and unique that they've been selling for millions of dollars at auctions. First, let's understand a bit about how these coins came to be. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced a vast number of Washington quarters, but most of them were released into circulation and were spent quickly. However, a small number of these quarters were misstruck. These errors, known as die errors or mintage errors, can lead to coins with significant value. The most valuable of these are typically those with rare mistakes like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies. These types of errors are exceptionally rare, and when you come across one of these misstruck coins, you're looking at something very special. Now, let's focus on the specific errors that could cause a 1981 Mint Mark Washington quarter to be worth millions. Some of the most coveted coins in the market today are those that were struck with major flaws. Think about it. Something as small as a doubling of the date or a misplaced design could make the coin a priceless collectible. Let's take the famous 1981 double die as an example. These coins have an obvious error in the design where the date and the lettering appear to be doubled. It's a mistake that most would overlook if they weren't specifically looking for it. But that's what makes them so valuable in the eyes of collectors. Here's the thing. When these rare misstruck coins hit the market, collectors and investors get extremely excited. The demand for error coins has skyrocketed in recent years. In fact, there are some 1981 Washington quarters that have been auctioned for as much as $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. $2 million for a coin that, on the surface, looks pretty ordinary. But it's not just the errors that make these coins valuable. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its worth. The higher the grade of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Coins with a high-quality strike, little to no wear, and pristine surfaces will fetch a premium in the market. For example, if you were to find a 1981 Washington quarter in mint condition, with no wear on the design and a flawless appearance, the value could be significantly higher than a regular circulated quarter. But if that coin happens to have a rare minting error or defect, then the value takes an even bigger leap. So, what should you be looking for if you think you've got a valuable 1981 Washington quarter on your hands? Look closely for any signs of doubling on the date or lettering. Check for any strange marks or misalignments. If the coin appears to have been struck off center, that could also be an indication of a valuable error. And of course, the condition of the coin matters too. If it's in pristine shape, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Now, if you believe you've found one of these rare 1981 P Washington quarters, it's crucial to get it authenticated by a professional. A certified coin grader can evaluate the coin's authenticity and condition, and they can determine if it's worth the incredible sums that we've been talking about. Once authenticated, you can then consider selling it at auction or to a private collector. But remember, it's not just any 1981 P quarter that will bring in $1 million. It's the rare ones, the ones with significant errors and exceptional condition. So, what do you do if you find one of these valuable quarters in your collection? First and foremost, do not clean it. Cleaning a coin can drastically reduce its value, so it's best to leave it as is and have it professionally examined. To wrap up, the 1981 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is a coin that you might come across in your everyday change, but don't let that fool you. Some of these quarters, especially those with rare minting errors or in pristine condition, can be worth millions of dollars. If you're a collector or someone who just wants to know more about coins, keep an eye out for these rare finds. You never know when a $2 million treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on rare coins, collectibles, and everything related to the world of numismatics. Leave a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin or if you have any questions about coin collecting.